Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
The Rock and Review is so honored to have two members of the Grammy Award-winning Gold, Platinum, and Diamond-selling band, the Black-Eyed Peas. We've got Taboo and Apple DF. Thanks for coming on the show, guys.
What's up, Eric? Thank you, guys. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. We're excited, man, to speak to you.
Well, you know, after 14
thanks
months,
for having us.
Totally, my pleasure. After 14 months, guys, you're finally going to have a concert coming up, and this is going to be a 4K interactive virtual concert that everybody can watch around the world. Tell me about this.
Well, first of all, you know, it's a blessing to be back into show mode. You know, we've been locked down, we've been quarantined, and to have actually Miami be the first place that we perform in front of a live audience, streaming all over the world. You know, that for us, it's a blessing, man, as performers. We put out music last year. We were not able to tour the album translation, but the reality is that now we're excited to get back, you know, slowly but surely, mindfully. And we partnered up with an amazing partner to create the ultimate experience. And it's just exciting to be back in Miami, in the place that we actually had our last performance prior to the pandemic was in Miami. It was during the Super Bowl. We did a concert outside at this private event, and we did the Sports Illustrated party. And then a couple months after that, everything shut down. So now, fast forward, now we're going to be there again in June. So it's exciting.
This is the time you really just huddled and like, yo, let's utilize this time to create, to be more creative and like, you know, provide some therapy and music for people out there. So, you know, we took advantage of that. And yeah, Ritmo, it was on a Bad Boy soundtrack. Mm-hmm. And I think it reached over 1 billion streams. And then the last video that we have is with the beautiful Shakira. Mm-hmm. It's an amazing collaboration. Like, you know, it's really showed like, you know, just the strength of a woman and then just the embracement from the Latin community, you know, because we always try to like be inspired and study every cycle for every album. And we were really inspired by reggaeton, and then to be embraced by that, you know, from J Balvin to Ozuna to Maluma and the community, it just gave us a surge of like new inspiration and energy. And yeah, and then that birth translation.
Well, you know, and I'll tell you what, it translates so well, and it's such a positive album with so many incredible songs on it. As you mentioned, Shakira, and you've had so many incredible guests on this album with the Black-Eyed Peas. It seems like everybody wanted to get on board. And I wanted to bring up, some of our viewers may not realize it, but the Peas have been around since 1995. So you're talking, you know, 25, 26 years of being relevant and bringing great music to the masses still.
Yeah, you know, what's amazing is being able to always reinvent yourself, reinvent your sound, but still having the foundation of the Black-Eyed Peas frequency and sound since we first started. There's a lot of iterations, a lot of different, you know, variables when it comes to the sounds that we pick and the style that we are inspired by. But the foundation of the trio is always there. Me, Will.i.am, and Apple are the genesis, the beginning and the all end of Black-Eyed Peas. And that's the beauty of our friendship and our brotherhood. And Black-Eyed Peas is not a music group. It's a brotherhood. And we've been best friends since we were 17 years old. You know, the first person that Apple met when he came from the Philippines was Will.i.am. And then I met Apple a couple of years later at a club called Ballistics, a hip hop club. And we became brothers. And that's what people feel when they listen to a Black-Eyed Pea album or listen to our music or see our live show. You see our humor, you see our sarcasm, you see our interaction, you know, our energy, the dancing capabilities, the MCing capabilities. And that's why I think we've had, you know, not only having great music, but also people see how real and authentic we are to each other. And it's cool to really have, it's cool to have a real great collaboration with the technical, with the team. We had a call about how it was going to go down, and we all pitched our ideas, and we ping-ponged ideas, and it was a collaborative effort to make this show possible, and to have that type of belief and support and understanding, not only on the artist side, but also on who puts it together and how we make an experience that's not just us going up there and performing. It's a whole experience. It's something to be said on how we want to come back into a normal setting, because we haven't toured like that, or we haven't done a show like that. We've done virtual shows, but sure. we haven't done anything outside with an actual audience in front of us. So I think I'm going to shed a tear, man. I said it to the team. I'm an emotional guy, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I am emotional. I think when I'm singing Where's the Love and I'm seeing the people and that energy of like, man, we're back at the thing that we love to do, I'm going to shed a tear. And it's coming from a happy place. It's coming from a place of love, a place of like, man, I'm very fortunate to be back on stage with my best friends doing what we do best.
Well, and speaking of that, I want to make sure, too, that our viewers know on this interactive concert that the Black Eyed Peas are doing on June 11th, that you can actually pick your cameras. I mean, and just like Apple was talking, it's going to be a full-on experience. And you guys have always been at the forefront of technology and utilizing that for your fans and for listeners and viewers. But with this, I think there's going to be some special surprises, I'm told, that I don't think either of you can even tell us about. It's going to be such a surprise that you're going to have to watch the concert, right?
Yeah, definitely. We got something in the can, like, I mean, I don't want to give up too much, but it's like, one thing I can say, I get to get my own camera, so that's going to be a lot of things. I'm telling you,
And I think it's going to be a special moment for fans of the Black Eyed Peas to see you guys out doing translation and other new music.
Yeah, man, it's been a blessing being able to create during the pandemic, staying locked in, really focus on making sure that we are always staying ahead of the curve musically. And another thing that's important to us is that we get to share a first moment, performing songs like Mamacita, songs like Girl Like Me, Viva Loca, in front of an audience that's never seen those performances. They've never seen those songs performed. So that's great. That's a premiere right there. Like, you have never seen those songs performed in front of an audience. So that being said, I mean, I feel like it's we're giving birth to these new songs. They get to see what it looks like, what it feels like, our movement, how it sounds live. And, as we start doing more and more shows, we'll start getting more comfortable with our body movements and how we present it to the world. Because the first time we did I Got a Feeling, man, it was horrible. we were embarrassed how bad it was. But the more that you do shows, the more you get comfortable with it, and then you start finding your the way that you present it to the world, and that's how these songs are going to be, because we've never performed them live, so we don't know what to expect. But we're excited to do that.
Well, and I know everything online that people can go ahead and buy tickets ahead of time, and there's different tickets available to see you guys live. And first time working with Melrose Media in full 4K.
Yep. You know what the easiest response to that is? You can always go to Black Eyed Peas Instagram at BEP to find information. You can always go to our website, blackeyedpeas.com. We have all the listings of shows, YouTube channels, everything that you need to know that's Black Eyed Peas related. Just go to blackeyedpeas.com and all the information is there.
Including the album that came out last year, Translation, and everybody needs to add that to their playlist, just as I have. So many 15 songs on there. I mean, ridiculous. And you guys, from what Apple said, you're already 70% into the next album. There's going to be more tours coming up this year. I just want to thank Taboo, Apple the App. Thank you so much from the Black Eyed Peas for coming on the Rock Interview today.
Thank you, Eric. And we can't wait to rock Miami, Florida. We're excited. We can't wait. And hopefully we could have a tour either, 2022. I know we're going to start doing shows, but tour 2022. I'm putting the energy out there. Much love.
Yo, thank you, Eric. And everybody, go to Melrose Media to get the tickets for the Black Eyed Peas shows in Miami. Bam.
Hey! We got it.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.